Hey.
How you doing? How you doing? Find me a better intro than that. Thank
Why did you stop the music now?
I wanted to hear your voice. Yeah.
Somebody
Lower it a little bit, man. Just intro it. You know what I mean?
I say, find me a better intro than that.
Yeah, the intro is coming. The intro is coming, guaranteed. In fact, as this jam was playing, there's some new ideas I'm going to inculcate into this intro to make it, I saw the spares in the
I
background.
didn't say I wanted to hear Dio's voice with the intro, the music. It was just Patrick.
How you doing, man? How you guys doing this evening?
Good.
It's been a provocative weekend. How's Chelsea doing?
They won. They
won.
Oh, that's why there's a bit of hype from the TL. Hype in that Alonso ball was in full effect.
I don't know about full effect, but yeah, we saw bits and pieces of it today. To be honest, you gotta give a big shout out to I think Cole Palmer had a really good game today, man.
Yeah.
This is a massive season for him going forward. Like, if he can keep up performances like that, then maybe he could be back to his best. But consistency is everything for that boy. So it's a big season, I think.
What about your brothers in red?
My what?
Your brothers in red.
Which brother? I don't have any brother.
Your brothers in red, Man United.
Who
was supposed to win the league?
How are they my brother? How are they our brothers in red? Like, I don't understand.
Please don't associate us with those boys. I beg. Someone that called themselves
I see what's
Red
happening
Devils,
here, Patrick. I see what's happening because you and Chelsea like to do the Blues brother. You want to create a red brother by force. No, we don't roll like that.
There's no brothers in this game.
Because when it's time for banter, both you and them would join together to try and banter us. So what brother are we?
For both of you lot, all of you lot. Do you know what? Do you know what is disappointing? I feel upset. That's why I'm feeling this weekend. This week, sorry. Coming into this week, I am upset. I'm a depressed football fan. Do you know why?
Why?
I like all the rest of the teams are just pussies. My French. Like, everyone is cowards. They're talking about the league's done already. It's Arsenal's league. You lot are supposed to dog walk it. Like, what? It's match week 1, guys. Game week 1, and I'm hearing rival fans throwing in the white towel already.
They're not, you know what they're doing? Okay. Do you know what they're doing though? I think
they're
if you
setting it up. They're setting it up.
Exactly. That's all it is. And I'm not going to
play the long game with us. They think we don't know the
I'm not going to fall for it. This whole you have to walk the league. I heard somebody say if you don't walk the league by 15 points, you fail.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, hold on. When last has anybody walked the league by 15 points? First and foremost. Secondly, no matter what the league is, you cannot say in one breath the league is the best league in all of Europe and the hardest league to play in, and then say to one team walk that same league. Like, what are we doing here?
Nobody's walking anything. You're not walking anything.
Literally, I don't think we're walking anything either. I think it's going to be a competitive season again. Yeah, we might have the best defense and the best midfield, but that's on paper. Football's not won on paper. Everyone knows this. Anything can happen in the game of football. Yeah. So it's still fair game. We had a very good start to the season. Clean shit. 3 goals, non set pieces. I was a bit depressed about not seeing any of the set pieces going. Got to have some words with Jova and that. But other than that, I'm a happy boy. Like, it's hard out here for a pimp. I'm enjoying being at the top of the world right now.
You see,
and everyone's hating on me.
It's so good that you came early to the party for the first time. AK showed up early to the party because he knows that.
I was also here early the other stream where you couldn't make it, Patrick.
Yes, I was
early.
I was in heaven. I was in heaven.
Good to have you back, brother. Good to have you back.
Good, man.
What's happening? What's happening with your City brothers? Why are they not showing up? What's going on?
Bro, what do you mean? They got 3 points on the table, Aquas. Don't do that.
They've got 3
Don't
points,
do that.
but when they lost the community shield, we were looking for them. We couldn't find them.
Yeah, we dog walk them, man.
You know why? You also know why they're not here now. You know why a lot of them are still not here again. It's also because yes, they got 3 points. That's all they got out of that game. They struggled to get that 3 points. Scored by 2 of their defenders. Please tell me what your attack is doing. Because I remember last season how Arsenal's attack was criticized, even though we scored the second most goals in Premier League, played against the most low blocks in the whole season. Literally. You're not even playing low blocks right now.
They're hoping that for us.
Yeah, and your attack is So again, if you're the same thing they told me last season is what I'm going to tell you. You cannot depend on set pieces from your defenders. McGahey and Guardiola are not going to carry you through the whole season. If Erling Haaland, the goal machine, cannot start outputting goals now, but can go and cut his hair short, he needs to figure out what he really wants to do this season. He needs to figure it out real quick. It's true. Enzo Maresca has a lot. There's a lot to be fixed there. And then I see today that you have what's your guy's name? Nico G agreed to go to Newcastle.
Sorry.
You know, it's like you're bleeding your team of players. Are you trying to depend on Boadi when he comes? He's 18 or 19, or how old is that boy?
I think 18.
Are you going to pair Boadi with Kovacic in that midfield as a double pivot to try and make Boadi learn from Kovacic?
I don't know.
Or Boadi is going to get kicked a couple of times in the Premier League with how some people play. When you play against the likes of Coventry and the likes of Hull, or even when you play against the likes of Arsenal and he has to go shoulder to shoulder with strong people that are physical in the midfield. Like, you know, it's I don't understand what you guys are doing. I
don't understand what Maresca is doing, man. Playing gay.
Maresca's tactics will take time to embed. I will give him that. I'm not going to criticize Maresca on the first 10 games because, again, as a new manager, regardless, you have to give that room for him to figure out what it is that he's doing. Who's his best piece? Who's performing for him? What system? Okay, the system that he has he been able to implement it? Is it working? You know, even if you lose a game, if the manager sees the system working the way he wants, he knows he needs to tweak a few things. In the next game, you win. And that, for me, is the key thing. But then I look at some of the elements that you used against us in the Community Shield. Nico G was part of the people who came on the field to play against us, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You know, and you could see the difference when he was there. I'm not saying you guys were better than us, but at least you could see the slight, you know, Arsenal had to like press the brakes a little at some point because there's certain players on the pitch that you know, okay, these guys will be physical with us. But now you've gotten rid of him. And I'm just like, okay, I don't understand. Just a week ago, you played a certain type of game, you played certain type of players. Now you've gotten rid of them. Then you've played again. I mean, you won your game 2-1, but you won by the skin of your teeth. You won because the other team did not even know how to just hold up a 1-1 game. Like at this point, just hold up. You know, just defend for your life. How are you?
First game of the season, 3 points is 3 points, man.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
There's context.
I agree with you that 3 points are 3 points, but why allow Guardiola be able to cut through you like that? That's my question. And it's not going to happen like that for you guys a lot with better teams. So
and the manager looked like, oh my God, I've escaped one.
Well, I won't call it escaped one. I think again, this is the kind of thing that as a manager, I would say to my, and I'm being fair to you, as a manager, I would say I like the fight. I like that you kept on playing till the very end and got something, regardless of what happened. But you did not get my tactics right. So now let's go work on those tactics. But don't lose this passion. Because we similarly last season, Arsenal against Newcastle, the minute we came back and beat them 2-1 in the last minute with that Gabriel header, that was when I said we're winning the league. I said, yes, now we can defend, and now the passion is there to carry on to the last second. So for me, I would tell you this. I like the fact that you guys were fighting till the very last second. I will not take that away from you. That's you could see it in their faces.
Why are you small boying him, man? Stop. I see what you're doing.
No, because they have a new manager and he needs everything to work out for him to be able to make any impact this season.
He's like, I love that you guys did that. I loved it for you guys, man.
No, I love passion. Don't get me wrong. I love passion
you're mocking it, bro. What do you mean?
I'm being serious. I love passion in football. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, you know, I want my team to have that type of passion consistently too. Like fight to the very end. Don't give me 92 minutes and 30 seconds more. You then go and relax. That's when you got concede one nonsense penalty. Defend with your life till that whistle is blown, and then we'll figure the rest out after that. That's a good trait you have. But the manager's tactics, I think, can be questioned.
Man, you don't play McGay as a defensive midfielder. I was shocked. And he's ruthless, isn't he? He's put pressure on himself because he's getting rid of players left, and center. And I don't understand why we bought these players and we're chasing them. I don't know, man. I have no answers. I can only answer when the transfer window is closed. Because in the meantime, I'm a very huge Nico Gonzalez fan, and he's out of the door, just like that. So, I don't know. What about AK? From the outside, how do you see this City team?
Well, for me, I expect City to struggle this season. I would say I was not really surprised that you were struggling against Bournemouth. I expected Bournemouth to cause you a lot of problems, and also I don't know. I expect Enzo Maresca to find it very difficult stepping into the Pep Guardiola's shoe. Like we've all agreed in the previous stream that it's always very difficult, to step into the shoes of a manager who spent that much time at the football club and they were very successful. We've seen Manchester United, struggling ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left, and we are seeing it. I think we would see it. We saw it at Arsenal after as a Wenger, and we are still seeing it now. In my opinion, at the start of the season, first game, that Manchester City rather would struggle this season. For me, I doubt Enzo Maresca in terms of certain areas of his decision, technically and all of that. And I think what we saw in the first game of the season for Manchester City was just the tips of the iceberg, in my opinion. And I also question, certain players he played in that game against Bournemouth. But let's see. Now he has got, more players coming into the fold. Like you said, Patrick, maybe by the end of the transfer window, we'll be able to have a clearer picture of what he's trying to do. But I think it looks like somebody who's, finding himself in a very uncomfortable environment in just the first game. We saw that the team struggled against the champions in the Community Shield, which we expected as champions. But we'll come back. We'll come back to that as the season goes. But for me, I expect City to struggle this season. I think it's a very difficult job that Enzo Maresca has taken. I would give him the credit for that, to accept it. But we know that Manchester City has got all the money in the world to sign, massive signings. We've seen potentially that another big money signing in Boadi is also, on the way for Manchester City. So more might even likely come. We'll still be hearing the talks of Enzo Fernandez and all of that. But let's see what's going to happen with City. But for me, with all humility and all honesty, I expect Man City to struggle this season. If you guys struggle, I would not be too hard on City. I want you to struggle. I want every other team to struggle this season. And I want Arsenal to perform very well. That's the way I want it. I will not come here and sugarcoat it. City, you must struggle. Manchester United, struggle. Liverpool, struggle. Chelsea, struggle. Arsenal should continue to win. People can go on with that narrative that we've been hearing. Some people say that, I am the reason I believe Arsenal will win the league is because I don't see anybody that would really challenge them. Please, all of you should not challenge. All of you should not challenge, bro. I don't want them to challenge Kule. I just want Arsenal to go for the title for the next couple of years.
I want in 3 years' time, I want people to be telling me, Arsenal won 3 leagues in a row because they were shit. I want them to be telling me that. I want them to tell me Arsenal only won the Champions League because the competition wasn't at a good level. I want to say we won 3 leagues in the Champions League because everyone was rubbish. I want all of that.
You didn't hear what I said.
When I read the history books, they're not going to tell me that story. They're going to say Arsenal won 3 leagues in a row and they won Champions Leagues and they won trophies. That's all the history books are going to tell me. They're not going to listen to all these false narratives.
Let me tell you what I said. I said this season, my prayer, and if only God will answer my prayer. If there is a football God, answer it, please. Arsenal should win with 38 points. One set piece goal in every game, unbeaten. Don't concede any goal. Every game, set piece goal.
No, that's a draw every game, bro. We need more than 38.
No. I'm saying, do you understand what it means to beat every team 1-0 and win the league and not concede anything and score all of them set piece? Do you understand how aggravating?
Yeah, we've already messed up that, bro. We've got no
set piece goals. I think we've done that already. But I think
messed that up.
What we will see this season is a more expansive Arsenal.
We don't want to see you in the comments. We want to see you on the show, bro.
What we'll see this season, I think we'll see a more expensive Arsenal, and we saw that from the get-go of the from the community sheet. A lot of people said, "Oh, it's just a friendly game, cutting razor and all of that." We played Coventry. We had some doubting Thomas say, "Oh, it was just Coventry." And 42 minutes in, they considered 2 goals against All City. It was just All City. So I think last, all the people that were saying it's just Coventry, you will face all the so-called teams that people have been predicting they would be relegated. When you face them, I want you to also beat them, squarely the way we beat Coventry. Exactly.
And also, sorry to bring this back down to because we were talking about the former dominant team in the Premier League, Manchester City. When I was looking at the lineup yesterday, I didn't get it. So Patrick, I'm not trying to be disrespectful for what. Break it down to me. So you played a back 4?
Back 3.
A back 3. Okay, the back 3 was what? Diaz,
Josko, Kusanov.
Talk me through the lineup. So I want to hear the order. Who played well? Who played where? Sorry. Guardiola, obviously.
Nobody knows what that man was doing. Nobody knows. I'm telling you, nobody understands exactly what he was doing. I'm telling you, that guy, I used to think Guardiola was a fool until I met that guy. That guy has no clue what he's doing. I don't know what he was doing. Man said we saw Gay, and we say Gay can be a good defensive midfielder. So we tried him.
Whoever said that? Who saw that? Who in world football has ever thought is such a thing?
Enzo Maresca played him as a DM.
Yeah, bro. I'm still in shock. He's gonna argue he scored the equalizer, isn't it? You know that one's there.
Let me tell you something. Gay has justified his position as your new DM by scoring that goal.
I think so.
It is like Gay literally, because if Enzo Maresca is as erratic as you're putting him out to be. Now I watched him at Chelsea. I can't really say much about him. You know him better. He's been a manager, an assistant coach at City before he left and all that. So you kind of know him better as regards to if he's as erratic as most City fans put him out to be. I don't see why he will not play Gehi in the next game as a DM.
Yeah, he will.
Because Gehi scored, it worked. And it seems to me like he's that kind of manager who, if it's working, I'm not going to try and break it.
But Dio, do you think he's going to spend that much on? Yeah. Do you think he's going to spend that much on Boadi, for example, and still continue to play Gueye?
No, Boadi he might decide to play Gueye and Boadi as the double pivot. So Boadi can get used to the, because he's gotten rid of Nico G, who should actually be the double pivot right now. Or does he want to play Kovacic and
you're
Boadi?
Stressing out Patrick, man. Stop these things,
think about it. Does he want to play Kovacic? Is he going to play Kovacic and Boadi? He would rather trust Gueye, from what I've seen now with this one game. Trust Gueye and Boadi, because he's gotten rid of Nico G. Nico G and Boadi would have been the perfect thing, because Nico G is more aggressive. Boadi is a lot more calmer. If you see the way he plays, so they would have had that double pivot. That would have been the best for them. But it is what it is,
Dio Akpos, what we're not gonna do is just get over excited about this City thing in game week 1. Yeah, because typically the best City teams turn it on after Christmas anyway. So what's going on here? We saw last season again. Even everyone. Hold on.
That's Pep. That's nice.
Maresca Chelsea. Maresca Chelsea turned it off in January. Maresca Chelsea turned it off in January, and even left the building.
Hold on. I don't know if it's just Pep yet. because you've not seen it for a while. And I don't know if it's just Pep yet. It could be just a City thing. So
No.
let's see. Let's see. Obviously, Maresca's just got to City. It's his first game. I wasn't impressed for sure, and they probably should have ended up losing the game. But at the end of the day, they came back at home and got the win and that's going to be great for the team in terms of confidence. Yeah, I don't see him lining up the same way you lined up on Sunday for the next game anyway, because you got some reinforcements in. But we can't over the fact that they got the 3 points. We can't overdo it with the bashing of where's City at, because and whatever you want to do, get your 3 points, because and that's the same thing as tonight with like Chelsea. Obviously, what's his name? Sanchez made it very difficult for them to have a comfortable evening tonight. But they got the 3 points at the end of the day. London derby, West London derby. Obviously, Chelsea are battling for the best team in West London, let alone London right now. So getting that 3 points, that's huge. That's huge, regardless of how it came about.
Kule, can I ask you this though? My issue with what's going on at City is not it's all the new elements. So you've lost players
but
like
it's
Rodri.
Game week 1, bro.
I know, hear me out. It's not even about the game now. Just hear what I'm not talking about the football played on the pitch now. I'm saying all the things we knew about City in the past that were built over the years by Pep Guardiola and even the people before him, right? The foundations and everything that we all came to respect, which is second half of the season, we know City can kick it on. A lot of the factors that actually caused that are no longer there. That's number one. The Peps are out, the Rodris are out, the people who called mentality monsters did, Now there's a new manager and there's a bunch of all these new guys you're bringing in. Even the guys who came 2 seasons ago, Nico Gonzalez, you're getting rid of him. You've gotten rid of players that have actually even started learning the culture of City and are bringing in fresh new players. My question is, don't you think that would be a hindering factor for them as regards to like all these new elements with a new manager? And even the guys who have just learned the culture are already out the door. Like the guys who have been there for 2 seasons.
Yeah, I hear you. And yeah, that it could be. But with all those issues being said, they got the 3 points on Sunday, innit?
Oh, no,
so
fair
let's
enough.
not. That's what all I'm saying is.
Fair enough.
What I'm saying is let's not overdo it yet with C.
Sorry.
Don't worry, we're gonna have our time after 10 games, maybe.
There's a way to get 3 points, so there's a way. There's context to it. That's the thing. I'm not impressed with what I'm looking at. Anyway, can we bring it back to the red side of Manchester? Who got popped and bullied?
I think we should talk about Chelsea first because they've just played the game, and then get to the Manchester. I reckon because the game's just been played. We'll get to them lot, innit? We'll dunk on them lot in a bit.
How you doing, KB?
I'm good, man. How's everything going, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, man. This Chelsea, man, I don't.
It was a great game, by the way.
Yeah, but
Hell of a game.
It was a 50-50 game. It was a 50-50 game.
Yeah,
KB, should I borrow my blood pressure machine?
Like, it was a 50-50 game.
KB, the way you're scratching your beard, you can let me borrow my blood pressure machine first.
No. I'm a Liverpool fan. Don't worry. If I've not died by now, I can't die again.
He's so nervous about it. Maybe watching Chelsea finish above Liverpool this season scares him. Who knows? But Chelsea, look, this was a big game today for them. Arbeloa versus Alonso, 2 Real Madrid managers last season. One was the first half, the other was the second half. That's crazy. There's no how Sky just did that by accident. There's no how. I'm not having it, man. That's on purpose. And West London derby, first game week on a Monday night with under the lights, Arbeloa versus Alonso. Nah, they scammed that. I'm not having it. They picked some of these fixtures. But tonight, offensively, Chelsea were very good. We'll talk about the defense after, but offensively, the trio of Palmer, Pedro, and Rodgers, they look good in the first half.
They look very sharp, yeah.
Sure. They didn't look good the entire half. Dude, Rodgers literally just scored. That was it. Palmer was the guy. Palmer was the guy today. Palmer was God, like, and he was playing from the wing.
Yeah.
Which is unlike him. He was literally almost at the touch line. He wasn't in the center making things happen. And he was still extremely effective. So I mean, you can see he's a man on a mission this season. But to be honest, what I saw from Fulham was equally as good, man. What's that kid's name? That teenager.
The one that scored the first goal, right?
King, yeah, he was
King,
cooking
today.
That guy is a talent. And where is Iwobi playing, man? I didn't get it.
Everywhere.
Now. That's his usual.
But it was deeper. It was extremely deep.
Maybe that's why Beloa wants to play him, because last season he didn't play deep at all. He played up front. He literally was.
And he was cooking up front. This is why I'm a bit surprised.
It's a new manager. Maybe again, this is where you know he probably just wanted to try first game of season, see if he could play there, and he's probably taking.
I don't think Iwobi's going to be happy about it. He's not going to say anything now. But I remember he complained with Ancelotti also. You know, when he was, you know, I don't think he's going to like it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It depends on the results, I guess. But I was really impressed with Fulham. Like Arbeloa is, you know, he has an idea. Like I could see what they were trying to do already. You know. So you know, I mean, I never saw what Slot was trying to do for like 2 years, but I could see what Fulham were trying to do. Chelsea, I am not convinced. I'm not going to lie. I am not convinced. That back line looked, with 5 at the back, I think it even looked worse. Defense, I think they looked bad defensively. There were always gaps. There were always spaces that were being exploited. You know, so at Chelsea, Caicedo didn't play. Enzo played last 5 minutes. I don't like, is Enzo in this team? The way they are shaped, like where is he going to play?
Patrick slot soon.
What?
He's going to hang out with Patrick slot soon in Manchester. Don't worry, man. He's off soon, man.
You think so?
We don't want him.
It looks like it.
We don't want him.
It looks like
it's too late, Patrick.
Of course you want him. Of course you want him.
But they're getting Buhari also.
Yeah, but that's one for the future, man. He's one for the future. He's not for the now.
400 million.
Bro, he's not for the now. He's too young to be controlled.
That's what the market is now. This is what I tell people. I'm like,
so he's one for the future, but Verts is one for now. Okay, I get it.
How old is Verts, bro? Is Verts 18, bro? Is he an 18-year-old?
It's 20, 4 years experience is a lot in football. If you've played 4 seasons more than another kid.
Bundesliga winner as well, you get me?
An invincible Bundesliga
winner. I'm invincible, bro.
And player of the season.
Have some shame.
You know, so Vert is
exactly, KB. Don't ever try and throw that in there again. Don't ever try and sneak Verts in there.
No, you can't tell me £100 million players for the future. Like, get the hell out of here. You can never tell me that.
His age says it.
I don't give a crap if they spend $100 million on a 30-year-old. That guy must be popping goals at 13. What are you talking about? 100 million.
I think.
But it's not a goal scorer, KB. It's not a goal scorer.
KB, here's how I look at it, right?
And Verts is 23, by the way.
I think if people realize that the market has changed and that this is the asking price for players now, you would not be saying 100 million anymore. Back in the day,
how much was that guy for Arsenal on the left? How much was he? How much was Nico Gonzalez?
Again, let me hear what I'm saying. I'm saying, okay, so we've had a market where Anderson has gone for 116 million, Rodgers has gone for 117 million. They're putting up Barcola for 150 million. They're talking about what's his guy, Julian.
Hold on. Nobody's paying that money.
I know. I'm not saying anybody's paying it. What I'm saying, KB, I'm not saying anybody's paying. I'm saying, do you understand?
Your mandate too, man. Ridiculous.
But I'm saying these are the prices in the market now. So for me, it's gone beyond where I'm like, oh, they paid 100 million, but you have to perform, because every other bloody player, Diomande is 100 million. This guy is 100 million. Declan Rice is 100 million right now still. Too. Caicedo is 100 million. Enzo Fernandez is 116 million. Like, you can look at in the last 2-3 seasons where there's 20-30 different players across 3-4 of the top leagues that are 100 million players. So this idea that, because he's 100 million, he can't be on the bench. Guy, what's his name? Jack Grealish is 100 million, still on the bench, coming off the bench for City till today in 2026. So let's not, so for me, it's like, I don't even look at the money anymore, because that's what the market is, sadly. It's now the performance of the player.
KB's just upset at the pressure that Verts is on, isn't it? That's all it is. He's
actually not on that. I mean, we'll get to Liverpool we'll get to Liverpool. So just hush it for now. Let's get there gradually.
If you don't want to play,
let's post. Are you with this?
Nah, I agree to you.
Wow, so when you fresh like this, you still there, Nigeria.
Man, like KB, I did. Now banga soup why they chop for the south.
The light is looking a bit brighter, but let's not talk too much.
No mind that pause on the church government contract.
I know, I can see it. I can see it.
Now the one my Oga Kunle give me.
Okay, story.
Wait a minute. Did Liverpool win?
No, we didn't. No, we drew.
So obviously Isak went back to his stomping ground. I had the loudest cheer in the stadium was when Isak missed a couple chances. I heard, man, stinking up the place.
They booed him. They booed him every time he took the ball for 90
How many
minutes.
chances did Haaland miss? I can't remember. Sorry.
Well, we've passed the City segment. The City segment's over now.
Oh, okay. So I mean, this guy had no preseason last season. He broke his foot. He's back fit with a new manager, and you want to judge him after stinking up the place after 90 minutes against his former team away from home for the first time with everything happening. Come on, man.
Yes.
You're better than this. You're better than this. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you can do what you do. I mean, everybody can have any opinion.
Okay, so we should just say, okay, cool. He had a shit game. That's it. You got to analyze the game, KB.
My thing with Isak is he's injury prone so much that it's so hard for us. Like even when he was at Newcastle, there was a season where he was injury prone throughout, and he came, then he had that amazing season, and then he joined Liverpool, and then he was injured literally the whole of last season.
30 league games.
Now he's back, and he's not looking as sharp as he's supposed to in the first game. Fair enough, first game of the season. My big fear is this guy is so injury prone. When I looked at his record, if he gets injured again before next week, he could be out for another 6 months. So it just makes it hard to justify him as a, for what he's done for Liverpool.
Can we just judge him while he's still fit?
No.
Instead of thinking of injuries in the future.
No. So now let's judge him while he's fit. What I'm saying is, even in the game, he did not look good. So my point is, now that you're fit, you didn't even look good in the game. So if I'm going to judge you based on that, I'm going to be fair to say Isak is looking suspect to me. Now, over the next 10 games, I wish him well. I want him to be healthy. If he steps up his game and he shows that he can do what he did at Newcastle, fair. He has credit in the bank for me. For me, Isak, because I wanted Isak at Arsenal. So I'm not going to come and sit here after one season and try and pretend like Isak is not an amazing player. No, I wanted him. I was clamoring for him. I wish we had gotten him. Even with his injury, I wanted him. That's how much. So, but I'm saying because of this injury and this not looking good in this game, it's fair to say, like, when is he going to come good for Liverpool?
I'm sorry, staying fit is the best ability. Somebody say that.
Yeah, when is he going to come good for Liverpool? Now there's a new manager with a new sense of tactics, new way of playing, new identity.
You can't say when is he going to come good. He's literally starting his career right now at Liverpool. You cannot count last season.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
So he has played one game with a new manager away from home at Newcastle, where every single ball he touched was booed. They are still finding a new system there. So you have no right to say anything about him right now. Nothing. Let it be.
I hear you. I mean, other teams don't get that.
You can't say he's looking suspect. You can't say he's looking suspect after 90 minutes.
Yeah, other teams don't get that credit when it's any other team and their players. What I hear from rival fans is very, very simple and clear. He flopped. They will judge you after one. In fact, let me tell you this. In fact,
so I'm not a rival fan. This is my team that I'm going to I'm not thinking of it in terms of the internet and online abuse. I'm thinking of it as a team. Wait, let me finish. I'm thinking of it as a team I support as a fan that has been through a nightmare named Slots. A complete nightmare. Last season was the worst season for me as a Liverpool fan. Last season, since I started supporting the team in 2000.
Fair enough, as a fan, I guess you look at it
differently. So that's where I'm coming from. Do you understand? We have a new manager.
I'm coming from a football fan's point of view, which is I think Isak is an amazing, amazing striker. I've seen him do mad things at Newcastle. I saw him go for 120-something million, to live up. And people were saying it was too much. I said, no, you should be paying more for this guy. Like, if I could have paid more, I'd have paid more to take him to Arsenal. That's how much I respect him. And last season, the first few games that he played, he didn't look too good. Even before his injury, he had a couple of games, and then because he didn't have a preseason, fair enough, so I still gave him leeway. I give him leeway. Ekitike comes in though. he had a very short preseason with you as well.
No. He had a full preseason. He was already doing preseason with Frankfurt, and he joined us.
Okay, fine.
In the Far East.
But Ekitike came in from another league and hit the ground almost running in the first 10 games. And it even looked
different type of strikers.
And it even looked at some point as if Ekitike would bench him. The way Ekitike was.
Ekitike is the better striker right now.
Yeah. So my thing was with his injuries, and he came back. He didn't really, So now he's starting again with a new manager. I still rate him.
But my point is that which player played well last season for Liverpool?
Oh no! See again. Again, Soboslai.
We had one decent player in the entire season. One decent player, one in the entire season.
So whose fault is that?
Slot.
Okay, so now they have a new manager and they all still look bad again in this game. Who
told you they look bad? Are we talking about the game now so I can start? Are we actually talking about
Yeah, we're talking about the game.
Okay. So let me tell you about let me talk about the game. Right?
Talk about it.
I've actually seen enough already. In the first half, I saw enough. I have a coach, I have a manager that I am going to be proud of. I can see it already. The gameplay is completely different from what we were doing last season. Let me give you a stat. Last season, we went to St. James's Park, right? We won that game 3-2 with the last gasp winner by Rio, right?
Yeah.
We had 5 shots in the entire match on goal. 5 shots total, right?
Yeah.
5 shots, 3 on target. We scored with every shot on target that game, right? We had a 0.7 XG, right? So 5 shots, 3 on target, 0.7 XG.
Guys, please let me respond, please.
There's nothing to respond. I'm not asking. It's not. Let me finish.
I'm saying once you're done, I'll respond.
Okay, fine. This season, we had 5 shots on target. We had 25 shots on goal. And we had an XG of almost 3. It was about 2.7 or 2.8. Right? We got pegged back by 2 fast breaks. We conceded by the fastest player in the Premier League. Nothing we could do about that goal. Nothing Kekes could do about Elanga running down. There's nothing. Your legs are just not fast enough. There's no will, there's no might, there's nothing. That had to go in. The second goal, Wissa just did some magic, surrounded by 4 Liverpool players, and nobody put in a tackle. It is not normal. That is not normal. We have a new manager. They're going to get the hang of these things. These are all teething issues, right?
Yeah.
That attacking display was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Was phenomenal on Sunday. Done? I'm very done.
Okay, so I have a few things I'd like to address. So you talked about last season. You were at St. James's Park. You had 5 shots. You came back to win 3-2 last minute Rio and stuff like that. The Newcastle team now consisted of no Bruno, no Tonali, no Gordon, like none of their 3 major stars, and you're able to have a worse off result, but you guys are better off now.
What do you mean? So what, the players that they played that are shit?
So you played against a worse team this season, but you had a worse result than you had.
According to who?
Under Slot.
What team according to who?
What, of Newcastle?
Yes, of Newcastle. According to who?
Lost their 3 fucking superstars. It's clear to see, bro. There's no.
It's not clear to see. Do you watch the game? Did you see how they played?
3 superstars.
Did you see how they played? You know Newcastle away from home. You know Newcastle away from home. Kevin Keegan and everything. First game of the season. Isak was a motivation. Isak was motivation. Isak, no one cares. I don't care about what you pundits say. I don't give a damn about what you pundits say. Consensus, my ass. We're talking about football on the day. We're talking about football on the day. And I'm telling you what the stats were. Let me finish. I'm telling you what the stats were, and I'm telling you that my team right now is looking good.
Okay, so KB,
we're fortunate to concede 2 goals from 2 fast breaks. We were in control of that game from start to finish. Newcastle were extremely lucky.
All right, so
25 shots on goal.
So this is not even about Newcastle. This is not even about Newcastle. Let me say something.
Did you not hear me at all? Did you hear anything that I said? Or
No. I mean,
No,
the internet goes bad when you're talking bullshit. But continue.
So KB, let me do something real quick. Here's my
I was
take.
talking facts.
Here's my take on it. Your manager now, when he was at Bournemouth, right, last season, always had good stats, but he had 18 draws last season out of 38 games. Go check it. He had 18 draws.
Dude. What did he come? What position did he come?
Yeah, again, this is what I'm talking about.
What position did he come now? Please answer.
He came sixth. But let me finish my statement, though. I've not finished my statement.
Very much.
Don't get me wrong.
Let him land.
No, I have to counter you.
Listen. Bournemouth looked good last season, is what I'm saying. Just like your words, my team looks good. Bournemouth looked good. But a lot of those games were draws sometimes. My question to you is, would you be happy, right, with what happened last season at St. James's Park, where you got the 3 points somehow by hook, crook, or craning, or would you be happy to look good and get draws? Is what my question.
I would be happy to look good and get draws.
Yeah, that's all I was going to ask you. So let me finish before you start.
Okay. I'm on a defensive P, so excuse me. This Kunle guy has really riling me up.
KB, if I want to banter you, I'll tell you from the beginning. I'm about to banter you and I'll start.
No problem.
You understand? I always ask questions because I want to know. My thing is, when I look at him, the fact that the one of the many reasons why he did come sixth were the teams in and around him also fell away. A lot of them fell away. If you go look at what happened last season, now I'm not saying
about your title win.
Listen, you can say that as well. Teams before.
How does that feel if I say that?
No. It doesn't feel.
Does it take away from your accomplishment?
Hold on. No, it doesn't, because guess what? In football, some people must fall away for you to win.
Exactly.
So my point is, if he's a manager that gets 18 draws, like the season before as well, he had a lot of draws. If that is
Bournemouth side that was heavily depleted.
Listen, as heavily depleted as it was, even when he had his superstars, because now you want to go to heavily depleted. When we went to heavily depleted for Newcastle, you said no. But you want to talk about Bournemouth heavily depleted. We just brought up Newcastle's heavily depleted from last season to this season, and that was not going to be a factor for you.
But they had the same manager. They have the same manager. They have a new manager now.
Yeah, Newcastle have a new manager as well, though.
You both have.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't judge players on last season.
You played a worse off Newcastle this season.
No, but I'm looking at the manager's track record. I'm not judging the players. I was looking at the manager's track record, and I said he's a manager who, in many of the last 2, 3, 4 seasons, even though he's kept Bournemouth up, he's always had a lot of draws, and they've always looked good. So my question was, what if he makes Liverpool look good on the day when they're playing, right? And you're happy as a fan that you're looking good, but you're getting multiple draws.
Well, you can't say that now. Look at the quality of players now. You can't say that now.
Okay, but
you compare Bournemouth to Liverpool.
Listen, but with that quality of players,
right now I can.
Hold on, but with that quality of players, he just had his first game and he had a draw.
Washed, bro.
So he came from a Bournemouth with lesser players. Hold on, a Bournemouth where he went unbeaten with so many games, right? Towards the end of the season, comes into a Liverpool with better players. He's a better manager, and then goes to draw his first game.
Yeah, but you have to put everything in context.
And you had to rely on a penalty to save you. And you had to rely on a penalty last minute to save you.
3 years. Listen, he was at Bournemouth for 3 years. He had been coaching them for 3 years. Do you know the difference? Do you know how we have to uncoach the rubbish Slot did in our team?
Bro, as good as you, but you just said you were really good offensively, but you had to rely on the last minute.
Yes, so that is good of the manager that his tactics are already being implemented so early.
You had to rely on the last minute penalty to win the game, bro. How's that even?
We rely on the penalty. This guy, they brought. I don't understand the penalty.
That's literally what happened, bro.
You were by far the better team. We were by far the better team.
All of that is irrelevant. Newcastle were the better team last season. You beat them. Who cares? The points is what are on the table.
Exactly. So you are looking at results only. You are a fan that is trying to throw. You are looking at results only. I look at performance. I know where I'm coming from. Performance first for me.
Okay, so
that's where I'm coming from.
You specifically chose to talk about the speed of Elanga rather than focus on the mistake that Gravenberch did to lead to the goal. Why did you do that,
dude? He made a bad pass.
He made a mistake. If he didn't make that stupid
decision... Can I finish? He made a mistake at the edge of the opposition box. What the hell is that? I'm going to say it's his fault for the goal. That's very stupid of me if I say that. He made a mistake at the edge of the opposition box. You have to run all the way to the other side.
Which led to your defender being high in the line and being caught out by Elanga's pace. Are we going to forget that?
If Salah is trying to attack and he loses the ball...
You made it sound like, there's nothing he could have done about it. If Gravenberch doesn't make that error, then he's not in that situation.
There's nothing Kerkez could have done about it. That's what I said.
Yeah, but
You
yeah,
can't
exactly,
throw me.
because
You can't throw me. Don't worry.
you decided to ignore the error by your midfielder. That's what I'm saying.
It was not an error.
It's not. Oh, okay.
It
So
it was not an error. It was a misplaced pass.
He gave the ball away. It's an error.
He gave the ball away on the edge of the opposition's box.
Okay, did he do it on purpose?
No, he didn't.
Okay, so it was an error then, isn't it? So what are we talking about?
I'm not calling that an error leading to goal. I'm not doing that.
If he didn't get caught out, then the Kerkez wouldn't have been caught lacking. That's the reality, bro. And he did it again for the second goal with Willock. Same player made the error. Gravenberch again. Are we going to talk about that? Regardless of all this,
talk about it because it's on the edge of the opposition's box.
Tactics and stuff.
If his DM lost
making
the ball,
ridiculous errors that lead to goals,
he
that's
lost
a problem for the center.
He lost the ball on the edge of the opposition's box. We had ample numbers in midfield to deal with Wissa, and they refused to deal with it. And you think I'm going to blame Gravenberch? Then I don't know anything about football. Then, if Salah loses the ball in an attack, and someone takes the ball off him, and they go to the other side and score, I'm going to blame Salah. Yeah. You must be out of your mind.
So KB, here's my question though: between the edge of the opposition box and your box, the stuff that happened twice in a row, because I saw it happen twice. I watched that game.
Yeah,
the breakaway that happened twice in a row. I'm not going to give credence to how fast the Langa is or whatever it is. That is about 60. That is, hold on. I'm coming. I don't troll. I'm talking football. I don't troll.
No. I'm speaking. I'm not
trolling. I just laid the facts.
Yeah, because there's about 50 to 60 yards that was covered, and you had 3-4 Liverpool players chasing one guy. And Wissa still had the
Are you talking about the first or the second one?
I think it was the second one.
The first one.
The first one.
No, the second one. The second one was really bad.
Yeah, second
one is the Wissa one. So that was poor. That was poor in our midfield. Extremely poor. And extremely poor by our centre backs also. It wasn't just the midfield and the centre backs. Nobody just committed. They just kept backing off till they found the space and they scored. That was poor.
So that was something I wanted to bring up because again, that style of play, that particular high press where there's that much space and then people counter them is what was Bournemouth's Achilles heel last season. I'm just going by this. Listen, I'm not saying that you guys are going to turn to them. What I'm saying is, yes, you say you have better players, but if we're going to blame Slot for how bad all your players look last season, this is the first game. I'll give him credence. I'll give him kudos. 10 more games before I say anything about what he's doing right now. But I've seen what he has done before, and if I have to just judge him based on what he's done before, those 2 goals was exactly how Bournemouth always got hurt last season.
We did. We scored that. We did that to them.
2 goals. So my fear for you is.
There's nothing to don't fear for Chairman. Don't fear for us. You know why I'm saying this? I'm saying this.
My English is not very, my vocabulary is not very big. So
Dio.
Don't fear for us. I don't mean I'm afraid for Liverpool. No, I'm saying that my thought process is this man, as good as he is and as good as he was with Bournemouth, with the kind of things he did with Bournemouth, I'm hoping that this is not what he's bringing because you guys.
Do you watch Klopp's first season for Liverpool?
Yeah, Klopp's first season, he's the one that made Gravenberch look good. I don't know how he did it.
No, Gravenberch, but not Slot too. I said Klopp.
Yeah, Klopp, yeah. I did.
Dude, this is exactly how Klopp started. You have to understand where we're coming from. We cannot attack. We don't know how to attack anymore. That's what happened last season. We lost our attacking impetus. We were not aggressive. We were not direct. We are coming from the gut. Imagine this. I'm coming out of a relationship where my partner beats the shit out of me, right? Now, I'm in another relationship that my partner doesn't beat the shit out of me. I'm not saying my partner is doing well, buying me flowers or doing anything, but at least he's not beating me anymore. Let's start from there. Let us start from there. We forgot how to attack. We were very pedestrian. We were holding the ball. We did nothing. I just told you we had 5 shots in total. We multiply that by 5. We got 25 shots. We had an XG of almost 3. Last time in Newcastle, we got an XG of 0.7. We did nothing and we still won the game. I don't want that because obviously it didn't last. The first 5 games, we rode our luck till everything crumbled. Style of play is important. We have the players. We have the quality, right? We need to understand certain things. We're still going to buy players before the end of the window. We literally have Rio stock up this guy. Rio, I don't want to see Rio
Who are you buying?
Any
KB?
match day squad till next year.
Who are you buying, KB?
I have no idea. I'm not the sporting
But
director.
you sound confident that these players are going to change things up. So who are the players?
No. Anybody.
You're not paying
Anybody.
140 million for Barcola. I don't know if you're getting that Mbaye guy or not. So who are you buying, bro? Who's going to come and save you on that right wing?
Dude, at this point, Munoz, bro. Victor Munoz.
Exactly. So you're talking about stuff that you don't even think is going to happen.
What do you mean exactly? What a penalty and I got a point. What do you mean exactly? What do you mean exactly?
What do you mean exactly? The guy is. So you're happy to play him all season, yeah?
Right now, it's better. It's the best right winger I have.
You got him. You got Munoz and Rio Ingamo as your right winger in replacement for Salah. And you're talking about
Kumas also came in, but we're going to buy players. I know that for a fact.
Kumas, fuck off. He didn't say Kumas. Get out of here, man.
Did you watch the game?
Get out of here.
Did you watch the game?
Did you say Kumas, bro?
Did you watch the game?
Is that who you said, Kumas?
Did you watch the game?
Hey guys, am I going mad?
Can you answer the question? Did you watch the game? Can you answer the question? Did you watch the game from start to finish?
I watched the second half.
Oh my God. Rio Ngomoa should never get close to the Mate squad. Never. If he's coming in on the right,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
I would rather have a red card than have Rio on the right.
But that's what I'm saying. But you're
so my point is that he's not going to make that mistake twice. He's not going to make that mistake twice. Victor Munoz is going to start that game. Even Kumas, let Kumas start. I don't care, bro.
Let Kumas start. Yeah, I'd love.
I don't care. It cannot be real.
This man is quietly stubborn. Go look at his track record. This man is quietly a stubborn manager. This is what I was telling people. I said
this guy got Bournemouth into the European places, the highest teams in their history now.
Listen, and that is the more reason why he'll be very stubborn, because he did it somewhere and he got them to that position. So in his mind, his methods work. All I'm saying to you is, I'm not trying to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if somebody has done something before, let me ask you a question. You start a business today, right? They tell you, no, man, market it this way. You say, no, I'm going to do it this way. And then you market it this way, and you get to become the 6th most richest company in that industry. The following year, they move you to the 2nd or the 3rd richest company, because you took a company from position 15th to 6th, and your methods worked. In your mind, you've solidified that this is something that can work. Hence why I said I saw the same traits because I went back to watch how a lot of their games, and I was like, I'm seeing traits, but I can't. He might change his ways, But if you've been stubborn and you did something successfully, what do you think you will do again? You double down on it.
Top managers adapt. Same with Klopp adapted. Klopp adapted. He started like this. We had no midfield. This is exactly what used to happen under us.
Manager, though? Who called him a top manager? Though?
He's going to prove it. He's going to prove it.
Okay, so he's not won yet. He's this is his like.
No. He hasn't won anything. So I can't necessarily call him a top manager. But so was Arteta also. Arteta hadn't won shit.
That's why.
And the difference is Klopp was coming from Dortmund, where he had won stuff, and Klopp had already.
He was a top manager.
So where did Arteta come from? Where did Arteta come from?
Again, there's a big difference. See, Arteta.
Yeah, but you never let us call him a top manager till he won the league.
Arteta, nobody called him a top manager.
That's exactly what I said. I said not yet. I said Iraola is not a top manager yet. He hasn't won anything. That's exactly what I said.
After I pulled you up on it, that's what I'm saying. You didn't.
I never said he was a top manager.
That information, KB.
I never said he was a top manager. He was coaching Bournemouth, for Christ's sake.
You called him a top manager. I can tell you for a fact, this guy.
From the nightmare I had last season. You guys are not fans of Liverpool. You don't watch all our games, so you cannot understand.
I watch all your games, bro.
Slot. That last season was the worst season as a Liverpool fan I've ever had, and many Liverpool fans will tell you that. It was so bad. This guy, the football was boring. We were doing nothing. Nothing, bro. Even Verts, everybody's clowning. Because we didn't have a goal and an assist, they're going to clown him. That is social media of now. That is how everybody gets their clicks. 007 and all that bullshit.
He's rubbish, bro.
He played well. He played very well. He created like 3 chances, bro. And that keeper made a world-class save to deny him a goal. Like, you can't just open your mouth and say things. I won't allow it. I am extremely happy with my team. Extremely happy. Iraola has surpassed what I ever thought he was going to be in the first game.
What?
Yes, 100%.
So KB, What are your
Hey, okay,
expectations
no,
this season? Honestly,
another topic. KB's
Brother,
taking
I
a
need
piss
a
now.
style of play. I need attacking football. I need aggression. I need
You
physicality.
were happy
We want
with what you
all
saw
that.
so as long as your team is attacking this season, if you win nothing, if you don't qualify for UEFA Champions League,
No,
you are okay. You're
We
fine.
the minimum is
That's
Champions
what I,
League.
but that's what I asked you. If at the very beginning, KB, I said this is why I asked that question. When I asked
The
you, I said,
minimum is Champions League,
would
brother.
you rather your team is playing very well, getting draws, looking good? Because if he gets you to sixth position and you're playing well and you're aggressive and you're doing all the things that everything that you've requested, and all you can get is Europa from it, would that make you happy?
Why are you comparing my team to Bournemouth? Why?
I'm not comparing them to.
You are. You keep saying six. You keep saying draws. Why?
Again, you're rolling back to the players in Bournemouth. No, I'm not comparing your team to Bournemouth. I'm comparing the manager who has moved from Bournemouth to Liverpool. The same guy who was cooking in that kitchen is now in your kitchen cooking. He has ingredients.
And guess what? He has better ingredients.
And then listen,
Instead of pala, he has steak, nigga.
Listen. You said the former chef in your kitchen wrecked the kitchen so much that he had a lot of work to untrain your players, according to your words. So if your new chef has to come in and not only untrain your old players and also at the same time, hold on. Oh, my mom is calling me. Let me answer my mother.
Can I ask
man.
Hey, we saved KB. Hey, we got to talk about some other bottlers.
Spurs, man.
Yeah. Because
There's some other butlers. Go to St. James and let's see what you're gonna do, man.
Bro, we took 6 points off them last season. Don't talk to us.
Took 6 points too, man. Who cares?
Don't chat to us then.
Who cares?
I'm not scared about no St. James's part. We got Bruno, we got their captain already, bro.
Last minute header. They have stopped that rubbish. They have stopped it. No more pulling at the corner. That's why you did nothing at the corners. Coventry City
That's their
at
biggest
home.
chain, bro. No problem. Anyway,
No problem. We'll see, man. We'll see. You never walk alone, bro.
Did you watch the Spurs game, KB?
I definitely watched the Spurs game. That was
I definitely did also, man. I was so
beautiful game of football. That should have been like 6-0, man. It was.
I don't even care about trolling anymore. I just want to support my team. But dude, Spurs, man, I don't know. I don't understand.
Bro, how's
Eminem? They don't disappoint.
How's Eminem their best player? Mikey Moore. That's
Tottenham needs to be cancelled as a
Mikey
club.
Moore is your best player.
They need to just fold. They need to fold the whole business, sell the stadium as a concert hall.
No, wait, hold on. Actually, we're not even gonna get Dyer. Sorry, I need to address this before we talk about anything with Tottenham. We have to address this particular thing that we saw on Saturday. How the hell is Archie Gray captaining a Premier League football team? How? Archie Gray is captaining a Premier League football club. Archie Gray, who's yet to have a single good game in the Premiership, you know. I think he's 12 or 16 or something. I don't know how old that boy is. On the first game of the Premier League season, away from home, De Zerbi thought the best thing to do is give Archie Gray the armband.
There's nobody else there.
Brother, I got Gallagher. I got Robertson, who's just come from Liverpool. I'd rather do that. Tonali, brother, Archie Gray. I'm not talking about Van der Ven. I'm talking about Archie Gray.
You know what, Kunle,
Archie Gray. Let's not play games.
Listen, I hear you right, because again, a captain is the voice. A captain is the voice of the manager on the pitch. A captain does more than just play good football. A captain is the guy who literally can tell them, "Hey guys, let's go, man. Let's motivate the guys as well." Archie Gray was not going to motivate that team to do anything,
brother.
That I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, my thing is like
Gray telling Robinson, "Hey, get in line." What? Shut up, Michael, man. Shut your mouth.
I didn't understand how.
Exactly.
De Zerbi. I know what I heard. I heard that De Zerbi, there was no sporting director, so De Zerbi was the one doing all these transfers. That guy is going to retire rich. Like, we all know this. We all know this, man. I mean, you're dropping 100 million for a relegated. Like, we know what's happening. This is another Eric Ten Hag. We know what's happening, man. We know what's happening. He's just buying everybody. Dude wants to bid 80 million for Gakpo, bro. How much did they spend on Savinho? Savinho had 2 league goals last season.
That's a criminal. How City have got 80 mil is insanity, bro.
Dude, City, they just got another guy from Brazil for like 32. City. They just got him some winger for 32 million, and I can bet you he's going to score more goals than Savinho. I can bet you now. You know. But that Nico Gonzalez, man, I was wondering why Liverpool didn't go for that guy. Honestly,
where did he? So he's left City.
He's gone to Newcastle.
He's left, man. He's in Newcastle.
He's actually gone Newcastle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lot. Anyway, we talked about City already, so I'm not going to bring it back. But Spurs, Eminem in their starting lineup, they got the pigeon. They had freaking. They won the transfer window, but still 3-0 stinker, bruv. That game could have been anything from 4 to 6. Like it was. They got lucky that it was only 3.
They were lucky. They were lucky.
Like, what is De Zerbi? Like, his 2 captains on that day was Archie Gray and James Maddison. You do know that, right? Those are his 2 captains on Saturday. Archie
Who else
Gray.
is he gonna put though?
James.
Yeah, but
the carrier is not even there anymore.
Okay, wait, hold on.
The vice captain now.
Xhaka came to Sunderland in his first season, was captain, and he put them in the best. He got them to wherever they finished in the league. So if Sunderland can do it, Spurs are like Sunderland, bro. I'm not having it. 17 2 years in a row. I'm not lying. I'm not being harsh on them. They finished 17 2 years in a row. Let's not sugarcoat what Spurs currently are. They might be your traditional top 6. The last 2 years.
Was it 17 twice in a row?
Twice in a row.
Yeah. 2 seasons in a row. 17.
And
I think what most people do is we paper over the cracks when we don't talk about the fact that not any top manager that has been there has not been able to fix that club. Mourinho could not fix that club. Pochettino could not fix that club. Nuno could not fix that club. Conte could not fix that club. Literally,
what is going on though? Like
which is why I said they just need to sell the stadium as a concert hall, fold the club up, pack
no,
all
you can't say that.
No, listen. If I were a billionaire, you know what I would do? Listen. If I was a billionaire, you know what I would do? I would go there, make a bid, and they'll tell me the club is worth 5 billion, and I'll buy it, and I'll turn that place to a concert hall, and I'll stop the football. I'll pay the FA penalty to leave the league. I'll sell the brand Tottenham to anybody that wants to use it for anything they want. The turkey, that turkey on the ball, just go.
Start from scratch.
Like, I will literally remove anything football and just turn that whole place to concert and entertainment place. I will make more money. They're making more money doing Beyonce concerts than actually qualifying for anything tangible on the pitch that gives them money in their pocket.
Man said, I sell the jerky.
Now. Is it not a turkey? Is it an ostrich? What's that thing on the other?
It's some bird, man.
Yeah, whatever it is, I sell it. Yeah. I sell the brand, as in it's up for sale. Anybody that wants to use it, I use it.
Nah, it's really poor. But Brentford are a good team, but man, it was
but too. Not 3-0 good, bro. It shouldn't be that bad.
10. It should be more than that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like Brentford played them out of the park in every
phase. They have also lost their physicality.
Off the ball,
One thing about the Premier League I've noticed, if you are not physical, forget it. Look at Hull versus Man U. If you are not physical, forget it. You're not ready. Anything will beat you.
Tonali alone cannot carry that
David Silva,
physicality now.
No. That I'm talking about the Premier League now.
Yeah.
You need to be able to fight. You need to be able to fight. You need to be physically dominating teams.
Mateus Fernandes on the bench.
He came off the bench, and even what was he going to come and do? By the time they gave him 2 shoulders, he was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. They all look like none of them wanted to play for the badge. The only person that you would say has any kind of anger issue, I won't even call it physicality, just anger issue, Richarlison, because he just needs to go to anger management. That's what his own problem is.
Brother, Eminem was the best player on the pitch. I'm not even trying to be funny. Bro. I'm not trying to be funny.
It's ridiculous. But it is what it is, man. I'm like, hey, I was asking, I was on the screen with a Tottenham fan, and I told him this. I said, my question to you has always been, who's going to fix your club if all these top managers have been to your club and your club could not be fixed? The same Mourinho that you guys said is his time is gone, he's wasted, is back at Madrid now. That's the same guy that, you remember what Mourinho said about Tottenham? Every top manager that has been to your club has walked out of there and just said something like, man, it's just Spurs, man. Like there's something. See, I don't believe in juju to that extent, but they've jazzed that club. They've jazzed that club. There's something on the inside of that. And I told him, I said, is it management? Is it admin? Is it ownership?
You need to go pray.
Because you've had some of the best managers. In fact, you had some of the better players. Sometimes you had players like what's that guy's name? Modric. In your team at the time.
Gareth Bale.
You had Kane. You had Gareth Bale.
Son.
You had, and you. I mean, like
Kane,
just think about.
Son. They had some ballers,
Like
bro.
you had some ballers, man.
Dembele.
Lucas Moura for like a whole season was like a super sub off the bench that would just come off the bench and just score 2 goals like randomly, and you did nothing with it. Yeah. The club could just not win. Guy. Is Ogunidile is from the foundation of their family somewhere. Somebody in that place should not be there. There's somebody in that building that should not be.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Jay's assured me that it's match week 1, right? A lot of players still need to come back to fitness. That back 4 was the first time they played a competitive game together, so let's not be too harsh in it. But 3-0 is scary settings, I'm not gonna lie. And the fact that they don't have any recognized striker that scares any defense in the Premier League is also another problem. Marmoush has come in, Savinho comes in. I'm intrigued to see what their starting lineup looks like. Then obviously Kudus started the season well last year, but he got injured. So he's still to come back in the side. So there's some bright prospects, but I just think
they're looking to get Cody Gakpo also, you know.
Yeah, I guess that could potentially be the person they want to play striker, because I don't know.
I think Marmoush, more likely Marmoush.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I guess
Marmoush has to. Marmoush has to, because that's what it's going there for.
So what, a good season for Spurs is top 10 after 217 place finishes.
Yeah,
so
it's not looking likely, bro. It's not looking likely.
Well, it's match week 1. As you said, it's match week 1. Even you got to draw a match week 1, right?
No, but I mean, I saw Watkins now. I saw Watkins. I told you the stats. I saw Watkins. I saw something.
You're right. We definitely didn't see no workings at Spurs still. That's true. That's freaking true. Well, we can move on to the champions now if you want, Pat.
No, have you spoken about Man U?
Yeah,
Patrick didn't want to speak about them. I don't know why.
Man, United. Oh my God. Do you know what? I was talking to a United fan and I said, you got bullied in midfield. He's like, no. I was like, did you watch the same game? You got bullied in midfield. They say they didn't get bullied. That's what they're claiming.
No. Hull City. I mean, like I couldn't believe what I was watching. Right. I mean, I hate their guts, but I honestly, I was more in shock than delight.
I was in the middle of like hosting a conference, and the audience told me, say, yeah, Man United are 2-0 down. No, I said, we shouldn't really be unprofessional, but for that, let's give everyone. I said, give Hull a round of applause, man. They got a standing ovation in there. But the reality is, Ajayi scored, and then they said, Hull up, wait a minute. Y'all found out I was finished? Shit.
What do you mean? Did they play that? That's not possible. Brother. Did they play that in the stadium?
Nah, they did.
No.
Dude, man, don't kill me here, man.
That would have been perfect if they did that. But you know what's the funny thing?
Right.
So the 2 goals were set pieces, because I watched that game and I asked myself after watching, I went back and watched it again, and I was like, I need to just so I'm not, maybe I'm the one losing my mind. Those 2 set pieces, I don't. What were they doing?
Dude, why is Heaven playing? Why?
That whole back 4, bro. Heaven, Maguire,
like starting Heaven and Maguire again. And then the people who played well in the preseason, you didn't start them. The Lenny Yoros and co that started well in the preseason, that played preseason games and looked good. That looked good in your preseason. You kept those guys on the bench.
Dude, Santos. Anyways, I don't want to.
No. KB, you must talk about this midfield issue, because do you know why? Do you know why I want to talk about it? We saw how Manchester United fans were excited that they got up again from signing Santos, and they were saying they had the deal of the summer transfer window in midfield for signing Yuri Tillemans, and they were, comparing him with Bruno Guimaraes. I was reading different threads on X, about who got the better deal and all of that. And it was a thing of joy for me with, game week 1, match day 1, and I saw Manchester United fans complaining about Yuri Tillemans and Santos in that midfield.
Tillemans looks like After the Premier League, he played the
Yeah.
World Cup. After the World Cup, he played the Club World Cup. Had 1 week of rest and came back to play this. He didn't look fresh at all, bro. He looked
Exactly.
tired.
Exactly.
He looked tired.
Exactly.
They told me everyone said he's better than Bruno. Signing of the summer, man. Look like a fat boy on the weekend, bro.
No, it didn't look good, man. Where's Ahmad, man?
Kobe.
Ahmad is injured. He's injured.
Do you know what? I was
Okay.
like, what's up with Kobe? Somebody said Kobe's not ready.
Bro,
Why?
he's
He
been
didn't
wrapped
play a
up
minute.
all freaking summer. What do you mean he's not ready? There's no one more ready to play football than Kobe Mona right now.
I don't know,
No,
man.
Exactly.
Man was doing fucking bleep tests in the World Cup when everyone else was playing football. How is he not ready?
I don't
He said
know.
he was holding the cell phones,
Bro, he
man.
was doing bleep tests and doing fucking laps in the swimming pool. So how is he not ready, bro?
Man, no, get
Nah,
him.
but jokes apart. Who did they start up front? Was it Cunha?
Mbeumo,
Cunha,
and
Dogu.
Dogu. He started Dogu on the left. He
That
started.
Dogu. I would put Dogu at left back, man.
I know,
I'll
but he
put
started
Dogu at
Do
left
you
back.
know what Dogu is, yeah? Dogu's that player. We've all had one of those players where you put them in a different position for a bit and they do something that nobody expects. Some people get carried away and think, yo, that's their new position now. But some people just take it for, okay, he had a few games we needed to fill in and he did well because nobody expects him to play in that position that way. And let's call it a day, but not Carrick. Carrick is like, yeah, Dogu, yeah, left winger now. You scored a screamer in a couple of games. Let's go for it. Like, it don't work. Football don't work like that, my guy. Don't work like that.
I just can't why is Heaven? Why?
My question was why not play Sesko in the middle, play Cunha on the left, play Mbeumo on the right.
was not 100%. That's why they didn't start him, to be fair.
Where's Zeki, whatever his name is?
But it's the first game of the season. Let him play 45 minutes, man. The guy
Cunha on the left would have made more sense. Cunha on the left, Mbeumo on the right. And then you have
and play Sesko down the middle.
And when
play Rashford in the middle, man.
Rashford came on.
Rashidi.
Nah, not Rashford, man. Not Rashford, man.
I don't disrespect Rashi like that, bro.
Dude, they were overrun. All City overran them.
Yeah.
Like it was. They could have continued that game for another 30 minutes. They were not going to score. They didn't even look like scoring.
But they're gonna win the league.
That's cool. That's cool.
They're gonna win the league. That's what they say.
I guess we can talk about the champions. I guess there's nothing much to say.
They're going to win the league. Yeah, I mean, again, the league is still open this season. I mean, may the best man come and try and snatch the chain.
If you say so, but I mean,
may the best man try to snatch the chain.
If Califury is fit all season, you guys you're gonna win the league by January.
Guys, for every other team, it was game week 1. For Arsenal,
exactly.
You win the league by January, man. All of you lot, I know what these tricks are. We're not falling for none of them.
So you really think we're being funny?
Hold on, no. KB, I won't let you do this. You know why?
What the league that you were supposed to win,
I won't let you do this.
Do what exactly? Speak the truth.
Hold on. When I came and spoke about your manager and spoke about your first game, said it's the first game, give him time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, give my manager. He has never done back-to-back. Hear me out. He has never done. Arteta does not know what back-to-back is in his life. You understand?
Dude.
So now
Arteta is one.
No. So it is.
Arteta is a minority in terms of managers that were there the previous season. We have more new managers in the league than old managers.
It don't work on paper, football, you know.
Okay.
But you must give everybody the same start. Everybody starting on the same.
Slot won the league in his first season.
No. Klopp won the league. It's Klopp spirits that won the league.
You lot are that's why he changed his tactics for the second season, because you disrespect.
No. That's why I was kicked out the door.
You disrespectful people.
That's why I was kicked out the door. One thing I give Arsenal. Your board makes decisions based on football alone, which is something most other clubs can't say. You don't like Liverpool. We're still thinking, what are our finances looking? We bring this one in, we sell this one. No, Arsenal don't lose players. You only lose players that are surplus to requirements all the time. That is why your biggest sale to date is Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool for 35 million. That is your biggest sale to date. Because it's not about selling and recouping money. It's about what player is good enough for my team at the moment. That's it. And that's why your board is better than mine. Yes, we spent 500 million, but we also gave away over 200 million. We chased Salah away. We chased Robertson away.
The difference with my board, the difference with my board is my board does not. They don't tell the footballing people in the company what to do. The owners.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's exactly. All footballing reasons. All your transfers are footballing reasons.
No, that's what I'm saying. We let the people who have been hired to run the club because they know football run the club. We don't get in, like the Cronkies don't get involved like that. A lot of times you hear Josh is speaking to so person. Go listen to what he says in his interviews. I confer with every single person. I listen to what they have to say. They are the professionals, and they've done the same thing.
I feel that is the difference between you guys. That Josh is the key, because the Josh guy is a super fan and is his father's son. The Kroenke guy, as far as I'm complete, Papa does not care. The guy does not care.
You know what?
He just cares about the bottom line.
You see, Josh,
he cares about the bottom line.
What happened was Josh was like, his popsy was like, I beg you work with this Arsenal team. I beg.
Exactly.
Can't prove to me that. And his dad didn't believe in it, but he said, "Okay, Dad, you're gonna give me the whole empire at some point. I gotta prove to you." So Josh took it on his back and just
no, dude. He has done. It's only footballing reasons, bro. That is something I admire of Arsenal. Like there was no need, dude. We let Diaz go.
Bro, what, bro? Like, this is the Arsenal segment. I don't give a shit about Diaz and them, man. Now all I hear is whoop whoop. It's the sound of Solis. Whoop whoop. It's the sound of the beast. Whoop whoop. It's the sound of the Solis.
And
corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. Yes. But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
And if you notice, KB was trying to give Solis credit, and I love how a lot of people have been talking about this guy. For me, when we signed him, I heard someone said, I would not trust a footballer coming from Grace. I had someone say it in one of the numerous football groups I'm in, and I was like, okay, let's see what this guy is going to do. And so far, he has hit the ground running from day one. He has been showing what he could bring. Something different from what we've seen in the last couple of seasons with mostly Gabriel Martinelli there. Big shout out to Leandro Trossard for his contribution on that left side. But I look at Solis, and for me, I think this guy does not care much about how many times he's going to dribble the opposite player from the opposition team. He's very direct. He wants to create chances for his teammates, and he also wants to get the goal. And what I call those kind of players are business kind of players. They're always looking to make something happen. Nothing concern them with all the necessary jara.
They just want and all these things.
Exactly. They don't want setting and dressing. They just want to hit the nail on the head and make things happen. And for me, I hope that it continues to play on this trajectory. I hope it continues to build, because this is a player that we could also potentially say in the next couple of seasons and years and say, you do not necessarily need to pay top money to get top quality players. If you have a proper scouting team, guys who have a high for talent, you can get quality players for a fee that's not too pricey. So I just hope that it continues to deliver for us.
It's good.
The funny thing, the scouting director for Arsenal, Mauricio Micheli, right? I love when we brought him in. I was happy. That's the guy that found Kvaratskhelia, found Victor Osimhen. He found that what's this guy's name that plays for Bayern, the Asian defender? Is it Bayern or PSG?
Kim.
Yeah, he's found a lot of good players. He was the one who actually suggested the Solis thing and showed it and brought the data and all that. And I remember we were in a stream, and Kunle can back me up here. We're in a stream where somebody was saying to me, "Are you going to win the league with Solis?" And I told him, I said, yes, because I like data and I like to look at data a lot. So I went and looked at it and I said, this guy has done 40-something GA back-to-back, 2 seasons back-to-back. Before that, he had done a 30-something GA in another league where he took a team that was in the first tier to the senior team and to the main league and was the highest goal scorer. Last year created 158 chances in all competitions. 158 chances. That's madness. Then I went and watched him in the Champions League because I was like, you know what? In your league, maybe we'll say it's not a strong league. Let's see how you put up against the big boys because he played against the likes of Barcelona and co. And he stood out. And then I asked the question. I said, if this guy can give me a quarter of the output that he's putting at Bruges, which is 40-something GA, if he comes to Arsenal and he can give me 15 assists and 4 goals, I don't need you to score many goals. Give me 15 clean assists that we know that is you. And in the preseason, by the time preseason was done, after 3 games, he had done 5 assists and 1 goal in preseason. Then we go to the Community Shield and he has 2 assists. Then we come into this game with Coventry and he has 1 assist, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
Yeah,
in fantasy football is considered an assist, but not really.
So for me, I'm not asking myself if this guy is such an output machine, perfect person we need on the left, because now teams are like, this guy is going to find a way to get. So now they can double team on him, and that frees up. Saka is scoring. Saka is scoring from the middle of the. Saka is not holding width because of Solis anymore. Saka is entering and cutting into the middle. Solis is moving to the right and crossing the ball from the right back to the left, and Saka is receiving it back on the left. I love the fluidity of the team right now, and I hope it continues. I know that every team that we play. I know every team we play will be different, and we'll need to obviously, come up against them in our own way. But this Solis deal, this Solis deal was such a solid deal. I still think that we needed to add somebody more to the left, and I'll just tell you my reason why. I think that when you become a champion and you want to reinforce, even though you can bring in talents like Solis, you still need some big name because now that's the level that you're at. You're no longer that group of boys and who have become men. You've gone from boys to men, and as boys who have become men, you now need to add those type of cherry on top. The teams want to look at your lineup and see that big name that they're afraid of already. Somebody who puts fear in them, in their defenders. Fans hear that name and they're like, I hope he doesn't play this week. I hope they rest him for Champions League. Like that's what you want to get to that point. If you want to, So I hope we still do some more business. But Solis has been a solid buy. I stood by him and I said it to the guy. I said, listen, Kunle was there and I said, I'll play the season without bringing in Vinny Jr. I'll play with Solis and I'll win the league again. If he gives me anything, Victor Gyökeres gave us 21 GA last season. He's the first striker to give 21
What's that music? GA. What's that music? They can demonetize though. What's that music?
It's licensed music, our own music.
It's our own beats.
Okay.
On that note,
Victor Gyökeres gave us 21 GA last season. The last Arsenal striker to give 21 GA, 20 plus GA in a season was Alexis Sanchez. I think people don't realize that Aubameyang did not do 20 plus GA for us in his first season. Neither did Giroud. Neither did Lacazette.
All these stats that you like to bring up, I
like to bring it up because when they. For me, let me tell you why it's beautiful for me. For me, I'm saying that. So Gyökeres, who was doing 50 something GA in his league, came and gave me 20 something GA. Give me 1/10. Solis, you give me 1/10 like him. Add it to this. Yes. You understand? That's all I'm asking for. I'm not
what I have to say is that the man of the match for me was Miles Lewis Skelly. He's the first name on the tee sheet for me right now. He's pulling the strings in the midfield. Once he's gone into that midfield, he's untouchable, man.
Kule, you are not fair to Odegaard. Why now? Why? Odegaard was running that show. Odegaard was running that show. This guy has collected a lot of stick last season. Come here and give him his flowers,
bro.
Give him his flowers.
You know what's funny? I'm not going to mention Odegaard to Kunle until after 5 games. Remember, he told me, he said he wants consistency. So I'm not going to mention Odegaard to you until after 5 games.
I said, I need 10.
Okay, fine. I won't mention him to you until after 10 games. Kunle, I won't mention him until after. But here's what I want you to do: every single game that he's playing and he's playing well, please write them down because I'm going to come with the stats.
I am. I'm right. I'm taking notes.
I'm documenting.
I'm taking note, but because he owes us. Hold on. You've been talking. Let me land. Hold on.
So just get ready.
Hold on, Dio, please. I've been taking notes because he owes us so many games. So I am taking notes.
I agree.
He needs to fix up and give us back to back. I love what I've seen so far. Keep it up, and then we'll talk.
Okay, no
Smash the
problems.
lights.
But I will say this. He owes us many games, but there's context to it. And when we don't put context, no. Listen, I let you speak. You did full screen. I did not interrupt you.
5 minutes, and I said
You
one
did full
thing. I
screen.
want to now land
No.
again.
You did full screen. After the game, listen. After the game, I covered.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't.